Welcome to Being Humans. We're better together. My name is Ian Christopher Wendt. Introducing Season 1, Changing Paradigms. Paradigms are patterns of ideas or perspectives that shape how we see and how we act. We begin today by laying out the major perspectives and paradigms that we hope to help you see afresh, to bring you a greater sense of connectedness, meaning, purpose, and encouragement. During this first season of Being Humans Together, we will confront and develop a wide variety of related paradigm changes. First, you have been institutionalized. We all have. Our society has a community-sized hole in it, which leaves us all feeling disconnected, isolated, and controlled by machine-like modern institutions. The institutions of the state and corporations masquerade as communities, but they are not. We need to find ways to revitalize an organic society built on relationships, a variety of real overlapping communities, and civil society. Next, consciousness is not individual. Consciousness emerges from networked human relationships, stretching through thousands of generations. We are not isolated and alone. There are no feral humans. No one grows up in the wild and becomes a human. We're interconnected by relational knowledge and bonds that form and develop us into healthy, functional human beings with language, skills, tools, and a host of subtle symbolic ways of expressing ourselves and resonating together. Meaning, purpose, and agency are operationalized aspects of consciousness. Sadly, most of the smart kids, the ones with the doctoral degrees, have concluded that we are meat robots, that our consciousness is largely an illusion, and that our actions are determined by our genes and our environment. They are wrong, and we will show you that there is ample scope for our meaningful choices. Let's celebrate the symbolic human dance of awareness, consciousness, and empowered living. The universe is not built of separate atoms and bits. It is built of bonds. From quarks and electrons to cells to living organisms to intelligent human life, we and everything else in the visible universe are 99% binding energy. Let's embrace the binding energy that constitutes the matter and mass of the universe. We live in a misanthropic age that often tells you that there are too many humans in the world, especially them, those bad people who are making all the bad stuff happen. But also the world would probably be better off without you in it, and especially without any new children. This is wrong and destructive. Life is rare and beautiful. Conscious life is even more rare and beautiful. We need to recognize that all living things, and especially conscious, intelligent life, is built through bonds, from quarks and electrons to DNA to cells to complex organisms and ecosystems, to conscious beings sharing subtle, symbolic, and fascinating ideas in relationships with one another. When we see that and live that way, we will bring ourselves into greater harmony with the visible universe and with one another. The institutions of accreditation, success, and status in the modern world tell you that the most valuable knowledge is rooted in what can be monetized, transformed into technology, manufactured, marketed, and consumed to shape aesthetics and identity. This is wrong. Relational knowledge is the most valuable knowledge. It constitutes who we are, what matters to us, what life means, and it binds us together. Human beings resonate in relationships and communities to natural experiences like eye contact, laughter, conversation, cooperation and competition, hospitality, and touch. Let's get off our screens and connect to remember the people we know and revitalize our friendships and families. More and more people today claim to be spiritual but not religious. But we cannot escape worship. We all have ideals and values that we worship with our time, attention, and energy. We will explore hierarchies of priorities or values, wisdom traditions, and ways of improving our lives and the lives of the people around us to make a difference. Isn't that what we each want most? to make a difference for ourselves and the people we care about. Know what you value and what matters most. Otherwise, we are doomed to ignorance and foolishness. Let's elevate our focus and goals to be spiritual and religious. But note, we don't mean religious in any narrow sense. We absolutely respect your ability to seek and find the truth and join communities that foster wisdom and caring. We simply want to encourage each other to grow and do better. Too often we find ourselves consumed and distracted by fears, anxieties, and stresses over things past, future, or distant. Reorienting to presentness is powerful mental and emotional medicine. You are here now. You are what you do. Develop your agency and empower yourself and your people through mindful action here and now. Our modern economy and culture, especially in America, is founded on acquiring more money, more status, more power. But these are holes you can never fill. We need to know what enough is. Sufficiency is a complete response to the never-ending hunger at the core of our culture and too many of our hearts. Do not do what you hate. Too many people get trapped into fighting what they oppose and becoming what they hate. If you want to know the truth, be truthful. Communication and connection between people is like magic, but too often people use words as tools to get what they want without reference to honesty. This robs them of meaning and eventually even the ability to see the truth and connect meaningfully with other people. Let's embrace honesty in our minds, hearts, and communications to enable ourselves to see the world the way it really is and to connect with our people. If you want power, take responsibility. Let's apply our knowledge, energy, will, and work to improve the things that matter most to us. This is true empowerment. Similarly, those in positions of power must bear responsibility. A big part of the failure of our institutions is a pervasive culture of zero accountability for the most powerful anonymous institutions and the people who lead them. Finally, no one is normal and no one is sane alone. Health and wholeness are cultivated together in relationships, groups, families, and communities. The good news is that we are not alone, and we can increase our meaningful connections and shared experiences, which will bring us greater mental, emotional, and physical wholeness. These are the paradigms, perspectives, and ideas we intend to work through and share together during Season 1 of Being Humans Together. We've been working on these ideas for years, striving to learn and to live these principles authentically. Yet we make no claims of moral authority or purity. We're fellow travelers, and we invite you to join us by the fireside for a little hospitality. If you find any of these brief introductions to changing paradigms exciting, challenging, intriguing, or at odds with your perspective, please join us as we work our way through these principles. Join the conversation and share your voice, your perspective, your wisdom and experiences. If we have any success, we hope to build relationships, discussions, conversations, and open, active community where we can work through challenges together, support one another, and celebrate together. Our goals are to see who we truly are and to become more ourselves, more aware, empowered agents, being humans together, to fulfill the profound desire for connection and intimacy, the need to know others and be known, loved, and needed in return, to cultivate more meaningful relationships and bonds, to escape loneliness, isolation, and individualism, to develop your hierarchy of values and priorities and embody it in the world, to heal and grow whole by living and resonating to our human nature, to revitalize and build communities that embody our highest ideals and wisdom across generations, to advocate for the beauty of humanity and life in the face of anti-humanism, to overcome being institutionalized by the state and corporations, to turn from the never-ending emptiness of the pursuit of success, wealth, status, and power by knowing what enough is, to develop meaning and purpose by acting intentionally in the present. If these principles resonate in you, if they help you alter your perspective and refocus on things that matter more to you, if they bring you more understanding, awareness, and meaning, if they are encouraging or motivating, please act today. Connect and reconnect with your people, your best friend, your sister or brother, your parent or child. Share with them. Talk, laugh, eat, play, and work together. Join a community that shares your highest goals and values. And please, like, subscribe, comment, join. You are very welcome here and now. Amen, amen. This is the way of being humans together.